hey, do you know the difference between you and the big dogs? Obviously, number of people, maturity of processes, and other stuff like that, bigger office. But I would argue one of the most important things is BI intelligence. So you see, big dogs, they do not ask their accountant for the data. They do not need to log in into CRM to see how many leads they generated. They do not need to see how many ads they run in Google Ads. So what they can do is they can visit one place and see everything at a glance and make a decision. For example, how much net did you make last month? Do you know without asking your accountant? I would argue most of the smaller businesses do not know. So what you need to do actually to achieve that level of maturity in your decision making is to create a single unified source of data where you will put all of the data from CRM systems, from marketing, from accounting, and then you will have reports ready to use at any time. So there are two ways to achieve that. What you can do is you can buy a computer, a server basically, that you will put somewhere at your place, and it will store the data and run syncing from CRM, from accounting to your unified database. But I would argue that the second option makes more sense for small businesses because you can just rent out resources from cloud providers like Google or Amazon. You can offload the complexity of storing the data, setting up infrastructure because it requires specialized person to do that. So what I usually do is I create Google Cloud account where we have already that database called BigQuery and Google Cloud Functions that sync data from source systems like Pipedrive to BigQuery. Then we can combine it with accounting data from QuickBooks or Xero, for example, and you will have single unified report that you can visit from your mobile from anywhere, and you can make better decisions going forward. And you do not need to ask your accountant for the data. You do not need to ask your marketing guy how many leads you made this month. So this is what I suggest to small business owners to focus on.